Discuss here parallelogram law of factor addition, and I will go through first the geometrical method of parallelogram law of factor addition. I have two vectors, suppose vector A and this is our vector B. So I have to add these two vectors using parallelogram law of factor addition. You should know it that this is just a technique of adding two vectors, like we had a triangle law of factor addition, the technique of adding two vectors. So similarly here, this is a technique of adding two vectors and it's nothing else. So I will take this vector A and I will also take the vector B such that I will put the tail of the vector B on the tail of the vector A. So, but I have to shift it parallelly, so it will be like this. So this will be our vector B. So what parallelogram says us? Parallelogram law says us. It tells us that you first complete the parallelogram. So I completed the parallelogram. Now after that, I will draw the diagonal of this parallelogram. So this will be our diagonal. But I have to draw it from the point where the tail of A coincides with the tail of B. So now, according to parallelogram law, this diagonal, it will give me the resultant of these two vectors. That is, I can see here that R is equal to A vector plus B vector. So parallelogram law states that if you have two vectors, these two vectors, if they represent the sides, two sides of a parallelogram in magnitude as well as in direction, then the diagonal of this parallelogram, it will give me the resultant of these two vectors.